Hi guys, I'm really angry and frustrated, and my last video kind of just got off on the wrong foot and ended with me pretty much screaming and crying because it made me so angry. And my mom also burst in and was like, "Ah, get to bed. Are you going to bed, man, 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 man?" And I was like, "Ah, shut up, go away. Thank you. I'm doing a video. It means shush, go." I hate it when she bursts into my videos. Anyway, not the topic of my video. So I've been noticing the past about couple weeks of school, um, it's only been in session for 2 weeks, and there's already been 2 incidents about witchcraft and people being very misunderstanding and very rude. Um, and some other things about being bi too, but that's a completely different story. But I might add it in. So the first one was I was talking to my friend and she was like, blah blah blah, talking about something, and I was like, "Hey, I have an herbal tea remedy for that. Do you want to try it?" And I even had I had the recipe in my memory and I remembered it and everything. She's like, "Oh, well, I don't want anything to do with witchcraft." I was like, "What? Can you repeat that? I think I misheard you. Can you repeat that?" No, I didn't say that, but I wanted to say that. I was like, "Oh." So I kind of just shut up and didn't really talk to her for the rest of the day. And she's like this really nice person. She's like amazing. She's like the nicest girl ever, like ever. Like just about as nice as my friend Claire, who's like the most understanding person I've ever met. And I was just like, what? I don't know if you think I don't know if you didn't think that was offensive or anything, but I find that so offensive. Like that was like I was like, what? That'd be like me spitting on the Bible and lighting it on fire. Like seriously? I don't want anything to do with witchcraft. It's like, what do you think I'm gonna do? Turn you into a toad? My God. It's not gonna hurt you. It's gonna make you feel better. I don't know what it was. She was like, "Oh, I'm really stressed out," or something like that, or "Oh, I have bad digestion." I can't remember. And I had my one of my books is chocked full of tea remedies. She's like, "Oh, well, I don't want anything to do with witchcraft." It's like, oh, really? Like, really? Can we refrain from dissing my religion, my way of life? Like, really? That'd be fucking great. Like, God. And then today, we were talking in social about why we hate our town and what we could do to change it. And one girl was like, we were talking about homeless people, and she's like, one girl at my work was ruffling through a dumpster, and she was like, "I'm a witch, and it didn't work, and da 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 da." And then the girl that was talking was like, and she was dressed in witchy clothes. I was like, what? Excuse me, do we have a dress code now? Didn't know that. Thanks for informing me. And I really wanted to mention, I wanted to put up my hand and be like, "Excuse me, I find that extremely offensive to my religion. I am a witch, and I find that so offensive." Like, I felt like slapping that girl in the head. She's dressed in witch clothes. It's like, how do witches dress? I didn't really know that we dressed a certain way. Was she wearing a pointy hat and a long black skirt and a long black t-shirt or something? Did she have a wart on her really long, ugly nose? Did she have a green face? Maybe she was dressed up for a costume party. Like, God, if she mentions anything like that again, I'm gonna scream. Like, if I ever hear another friggin' rude word against Wicca and witchcraft, like, I've never heard anybody talk about Wicca exactly, but definitely lots of comments about witchcraft. And I was thinking, like, it's been like 300 years since Christianity started saying stuff about Wicca and witchcraft and saying a bunch of horrible things about it. It's like, what? I remember reading somewhere that Christianity actually tried to blame witchcraft for the Black Plague. I read somewhere in, I think, one of my social textbooks, at one point they tried to blame witchcraft for the Black Plague. I was like, you're joking, right? Seriously, you gotta be kidding, right? Like, at what time would a person try to bring the Black Plague upon other people? Never, ever, ever, ever. And not to mention that paganism itself is older than Christianity. by at least 100 years. Like, it is a very ancient religion. It's ancient. Like, its roots are, like, not modern Wicca, but its roots, like, taking herbs from the forest and everything and making herbal remedies and, like, doing spells and rituals to bring good crops. Yeah, that's paganism, and that goes way, way, way back. Like, way back. Like, since before time started being recorded. Like, God, when we finally learned how to do stuff. Like, yeah, it's like, yeah. And now we're moving on to the bisexual part. So you know the new guy at my school. We were talking, and we were talking with one of my buddies, Jordan. He's not really my buddy, but we talk lots. And he accidentally let slip that I was bi. He's like, "You're seriously bi?" I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Whoa, really?" And, like, nothing with disgust on my face, because you know how guys are, like, normal hockey player, basketball player, football player guys are. They, you know, watch pornography, and it's always, like, girl on girl and stuff. Gross. I don't know why guys watch that. It's kind of disgusting. And they're always like, "Oh, girls, going with girls is so hot." It's like, yeah, I guess. I don't really think about it that way. Thanks. And yeah, and then a couple days later, one of the guys was kind of flirting with me. His name is Frank. He's really nice. He's a German guy, so we're kind of have something in common because I come from a German background. There's another video too, another incident that happened in 7th grade, not related to anything about my sexuality or my religion. And all of a sudden Jordan turns around, he's like, "Yeah, Frank, getting with the bi." I was like, "Oh my God, you're so stupid. I hate you so much." Like, I just wanted to slap him. Yeah, but I don't really mind. I'm actually really comfortable with telling people that I'm bisexual. It's like, why hide? I have yet to hear one nasty comment come from somebody specifically coming towards me about my sexuality, except for a couple of ex-friends that were just trying to make me feel bad and stuff, but that's just about it. And, like, yeah, it's just really rude when people do that. They don't know, like, I really want to see them get offended about something like that, and I want to watch them get flip out. And I'll be like, "That's how I feel when you say stuff about me. It kind of hurts, you know." Anyway, I hope you guys understand. No negative ratings, because I know this has probably happened to a lot of you. Yeah, so I've just had a lot of bad experiences lately, and they're not, like, really terrible, like, nothing like, "Oh, witchcraft is Satan worshipping" or anything. I don't even think anybody's even mentioned that to me. But it's just really rude when people say that kind of thing. And I was just really frustrated with all the things that have been, yeah. So I just had to say something. I just had to say something to you guys. And if something like that comes up again, I will talk to you guys about it. And, like, really, the only best way to deal with it is just to keep your mouth shut. Otherwise, it could end up in bloodshed. Let's not bring back the witch trials. Anyway, love you guys. Help me with this one. I love you guys so much. You guys are great. There is the first episode of DIY Wicca. There is going to be a second episode as soon as I can. What do you guys want to watch? What do you guys want to see? A couple of you have been like, "Oh, so excited for the new series. Super, super excited." And it's like, okay, that's great. Thanks for the input, but can you give me some ideas? That'd be really super great. So, I gotta go because it's edging on 10 minutes. So, goodbye. Love you guys so much. Not really, just as friends. You're my friends. Peace. Blessed be. Mwah.